Hello my friends, it's Jason Shaw for Rocky Mountain Sounds. Today I'd like to show you my newest release, sound effects for Omnisphere 2. It's volume 1. Yes, there will be more versions of this coming out. So a little background, sound effects was born out of my field recording endeavors. I have got a really slick Zoom F8 professional recorder. Got a nice handheld stereo mic array that I was inspired by Robert Dudzik. Look him up. He is like an amazing sound designer. It does stuff that blows your mind. His sounds have been on Transformers, a bunch of movies. I'm friends with him, and his handheld rig is what inspired me to really try to mimic that, get that. It looks so awesome to carry around, so I made my own version of it. If you hit my Instagram or my Facebook group, you can see me doing a lot of the recordings out in the Rocky Mountains and even in my kitchen and all that stuff. So this collection was born out of a simple idea. I went around my house and recorded a bunch of doors, a bunch of drawers, and a few more little items to add some interest. And I've noticed that in the sample industry, there's all these. It's a whole different industry that we're not used to. Coming from Omnisphere, where they release these WAV files as sample collections that you just kind of drag into your DAW, that are kind of pre-dressed, pre-touched, and that's what they offer, and that's great. That's how they do a lot of the sound effects in movies, in some live stuff. And I figured, Omnisphere is so cool. It has an amazing array of effects. It has the effects racks that, you get all these plugins. If you were just working out of a DAW, say outside of Logic, because Logic has a bunch of plugins that are amazing too, but you get all of these dynamics, EQ, filter, distortion, amp models, choruses and delays, and interspace, which is awesome, and reverbs, proverb, easyverb. You get all these effects that are built into Omnisphere, which on their own are awesome, but even better, they're modulatable. So that means that you can go in and take a sound that you'd play normally, go into your effects rack, and now you can assign it to different controller parameters. So you can go mod wheel, and you can get really creative and playable sounds using all these effects. And it dawned on me, well, I love doing this field recording. It's really inspiring me, going out and getting real organic sounds. What could be done by taking these simple sounds like doors opening, doors closing, different cabinet drawers, a box. There's a nice cardboard box that we keep our essential oils in that I would open up, and there was like this Velcro sound, and it resonated with this big hollow box of the body of the box. And I'm like, let's see what I could do. And so I've crafted about 66 different textures, and raw sounds. This is another thing. I've only dressed a few sounds, but everything that is in this collection, I strive to make it as clean, as raw as possible. I went into our Isotope RX7, made sure these were clean and just top quality. I recorded every sample in 24-bit 96 kilohertz, which will allow it to be down-pitched, which just changes things when you start playing on a keyboard and you start going into these low registers and creating these awesome sounds. So I spent months working on this, thinking this is such a crazy idea, and then came up with this collection that I call Sound Effects Volume 1. Subtitle is Mordor. Some people will understand that term. So I like to go through here, enough of me rambling on, and just show you some of these sounds that come in this massive collection. So let us start here. You need some basses. So what I did is I took my Sub Fatty, and in Omnisphere 2.5 they introduced hardware integration. So created some nice basses that you do hear in the song demos. These are just good song. You need basses for making songs. some nice stock basses, something nice new. I also did a thing called bass plucks. So I made some plucks and just kind of focused on the more bass-oriented synth waveforms inside of Omnisphere. But I also layered them with different door sounds. So this one, you get the door close. And let me show you a view here. You can see the layers as I go through here. Glotus switch. Fun part's coming up with names. Junk drawer Juno. And then Type-O-Matic. I love that. You get that nice organic texture of the door closed. Some other fun things I did. I created bells out of doors. These are more meant to be used as accents, used in your own drum beats. Yes, it's a box. This one's called Wet Rattles. What I did with these is I actually had the key range slightly adjusting different aspects, not doing a full pitch following around the key range. Some BPM bass, it's just for some fun stuff. Give me groove. There you go. That's fun. Give me more. Now we get into some BPM drum grooves. Automatics. Here I am moving the mod wheel up. Box shakers. This one has kind of a triplet groove to it. Dark anvils. Again, this is a wood door, folks. Deep anvils, this will shake your subwoofer. Deep Rizzo Rattler. Again, you can see on the screen 4 different door sounds. This one is all subtle. You get the nice deep, deep, deep pulsing, and you just get that high frequency ticky-tacky stuff. This one sounds so good. Door dripper. You hear that nice radio delay. Grain shakers. This is actually a nice little series here with 3 different versions. You can see me now, I'm swaying left to right here. Groove shifter 4 fur. Tribal beat going here. Again, these are not processed samples. These are raw door sounds that I've used Omnisphere's built-in effects to transform into metallic sounds, into bells, into playable instruments, and double X. And no folks, I'm not using the 2.6 new step modifiers. This was done before 2.6 came out, so I had to craft that extra triplet end on my own. This is the fun one. Yes. You'll notice here, it is just the one sample. Again, not using the 2.6 yet. These are fun ones here. How does he make it sound like this? It's magic. Pure magic. Slow march. Listen to the body. So fun. Metal snare. So this one I used door metal close. There we go, 2.6 in the house. Mouth anvils. Again, get that imagery out of your mind. On the floor. Listen to that. 2 times. 4 times. Powerful ones. These are doors. Simplicity. Swirling breaths. Swirling ticketies. Here you can hear 2.6 in the house right there. I love these new step modifiers. Thunderbeat. Ticker tacker. Of course, double time. Oh, what's that? Here you go. So one of the new features of 2.6 with the new step modifiers. You get chaos mode. Instead of looping, you got chaos. And what's great about this is that you can go create your steps, but then you just throw in these extra modifiers, the 2-up modifier, that will randomly come in and just adds a whole new organic feel to ARPs. It's amazing. Okay, folks, get ready. This next series is called Tribalicity. One of my favorite patch collections, just this mini patch collection alone. Just great. Again, guys, door close. That's what this sound is. Here we go. A secondary version of it. Calm. Double time. Yes, you are hearing a door transformed into symbols. But how? How do you do that, Jason? I'll have to get the collection and check it out. I'll give you a hint. There you are. That's it. That's all the hint you get. Again, I'm dancing around in my chair here. This is a fun one. What I did is I added some synth bells and totally took advantage of 2.6 step modifiers. Love this. Percolator. Kind of hear that hollow percolating sound. Also tracks to the key. Tribalicity Rana. Is that chasing? One layer. Urgency. It's like I was playing this live. How's that happening? There you go. Okay, let's move into some BPM plugs here. Chaotic Shapeshifter. Flowing shapeshifter. I can play that one for days. Here we go, some BPM textures. Isn't that crazy? Distant tribes too. Makes the hair in the back of my neck stand up. Again, this is created with doors and a box. Forest Clan. Night Essence. I really love this sound because if you didn't know this was doors, you would never believe something like a door could create this sound. Okay, some sonic pulse. So there, you can kind of see subsonic pulse and night essence were combined to create these distant tribes. Okay, let's get into some ticks. Ball dropper. That's a fun sound. Freak out. Random. Such a great path. I love this one. Slow random. Okay, more door. So this is where originally Just a side note, I originally created this thinking I was going to call it Sound Effects Mordor. And so it's not advertised that way, but that is the genesis of this collection. Here we go, using more step modifiers from 2.6. Days of Radio. Got that nice radio delay. Ooh. Trickster. Playtime. So I needed to add some more door sounds, so had to make one Africana. You'll get the reference. And of course, I had to layer some doors. Key synthetics. Now, here's where we get some fun stuff. In Northern Impact, I actually introduced my own set of falls, risers, and sweeps, so I wanted to do that with sound effects. So, falls and risers are part of the transition effects. And what you have here, you have a whole series of falls, a whole series of risers. Now, the number tells you how many quarter notes these will take. So I'll just start playing these and go through them so you can hear. And yes, the mod wheel is used. Disturbance at the door. Now what's cool about these is I've created a set that repeats. So say you like Mordor Steam Room. I need it to be 4 beats. So you can come over here to 4. A little long, let's do 8. Transitions. As well as risers. So let's try some different risers here. Transfiguration. Need a little bit longer. Let's go all the way up to Transfigurations. Let's go right here. So you got a whole section of creative risers and falls to use for your productions. They are awesome. So the core of this collection has to be the hits, and this is where we get kind of the more simple stuff. you can actually play with the doors on their own. So let me go over here. Let's find here, show you a whole collection. This is under the sound effects section, and here are the raw sounds. So these are going to be used for those that are doing movie productions, theatrical stuff, or just want to do their own creations. So box close. Go really low. And what I've done for each one of these sound effects, I've created a simple variation. So for those new to the idea of using Omnisphere for your own samples, you can see how you can transform a sound by using a simple effect. Kitchen sink. And then of course you always need a reverse. Here's a second box close. Go drop it down a few octaves. And now here's a fun thing. Take this sound, come over here, let's bring on the verb, turn it up. Drop it down another octave. Here you go. This is why I recorded in 96 kilohertz, so you can drop these down 2 to 4 octaves, and it sounds awesome. Ooh. Again, just a simple layer. And then in that reversed, door close. Again, for simple sound effects, you need to have a door close on stage, or you want something epic. Same thing in reverse. Let's turn the reverb on, make it really deep. Comes. It's called Water to Hum. Water texture. And at normal speed. Whoa. Do that really low. Just amazing what you can do with a simple door. Some really trippy sounds. Ethne. Ethne wide. Gives you a wider stereo field when you play this in like a BPM pattern. A lot of these doors are great for high frequency ticks. Don't want to trigger any ASMR reactions for people, but maybe I do. Mod wheel wecko. Mod wecko. I try to make some really fun variations to really showcase the power of Omnisphere. Oops. Oh, let's just go into the creative stuff. There's only so many doors you can listen to. Alien Mineshaft. Why play with me? You can see why I named it that way. Wormhole. Drink too much? Goodness me, I see I'm taking a long time here, so let's go fast here. I like this one, has a little bit of tonality to it. Craziness. That's a nice one. You just don't get these kind of sounds in Omnisphere. Drop it down 2 octaves. See, these reverse sounds are just perfect to have access to. You can do a lot with those. Now we're going to get into some fun stuff here. Yeah. Hello. 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 These guys just won't leave me alone. Enough! Now this is kind of a fun, I had to create a typewriter. Again, this is out of a door creak, 2 door creaks, and then a drawer opening. And then move the mod wheel up. And last of the knocking. So leave me alone. Another aspect of sound effects is to create some percussion instruments. So here I went and I kind of isolated different sound snippets from inside the samples. make a snare. T-tuner. And then Mordor 1. Now we get to move into some fun sci-fi alien textures. I'm just going to play these through and let you enjoy. Okay, grain machines sweep through granular. Let you explore some fun sounds here. So here I am just moving the mod wheel. You can explore all the sounds you can get out of this. Distant stream steam. What's great about these textures is that you can just hold them forever. Just move around the mod wheel. Glass. Little scrapes. Again, it's a door close. Puppers. Rezo knocker. This will get that subwoofer really moving. All I'm doing is just moving the mod wheel up and down. You can see it on the display. These are great for layering and just creating your own underscore atmospheres. If you have to do a scene where you're in some sort of alien spaceship, you can just build your own environment. Granular Hall. Whew. Don't want to be lost in this tunnel. Listen to that. So for this sound, when you move the mod wheel all the way to the top, you get that scary horn sound. So those are the textures. Now we have some more percussion ticks. So those are all those hits and textures and sound effects that make up a large portion of the collection, but there is still more. I created a couple pads. I cannot release something without some pads. Switchblade vinyl. Sorry, I'm not going to resolve that one. And I think that kind of covers a lot of the sounds that are in this massive collection. The best thing to do is go and listen to all the song demos that are out there. It really shows you how amazing these sounds can be inside a composition. It was actually really fun to make this. It shocked me, actually. It was quite something to think, hey, this actually is working. The silly idea of recording doors and drawers and more works, and adds some really cool new sonics to Omnisphere that I can't wait to continue exploring. So this is a bunch of doors. The next collection could be some water sounds, maybe some metallics, maybe some cloth, maybe just some random wild stuff that you wouldn't expect that can be transformed into organic playable sounds like I did here. So that is it for this long-winded patch walkthrough. I hope you picked this up. I hope you are inspired to try some different sounds, layering them together. That is probably one of the funnest things you could do, and explore all the great sounds that are available with just simple doors, drawers, and more. So this has been the patch walkthrough. This is Jason Schopfer for Rocky Mountain Sounds. I thank you for spending the time listening to me ramble on. I hope you enjoy this release. I hope you pick it up. You can get this at thatworshipsound.com, and visit my website, rockymountainsounds.com. And please subscribe to the newsletter. I promise you, I rarely send emails out, but when I do, you can get some discounts, you get some cool stuff. Also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Hit my website, you'll get all the links. I love posting on Instagram videos of me out in the Rocky Mountains recording sounds that are just awesome, like the rivers that run through. So you can watch that, be inspired by the sounds that will eventually be inside of Omnisphere. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.